Hi, Lori. It's Angela. Hey, so since we've had a hard time in the last week since I got back from vacation trying to get on the same page and be able to get on the phone, I thought this might be a really good way to be able to kind of talk to you. That way you can watch this and listen whenever it's convenient for you. You don't have to make a video back for me, but at least that way then you can kind of respond um, from what I wanted to tell you. Okay, so first of all, I completely understand about your medical issues and things like that that you're dealing with. I personally don't have those that I struggle with, but I have very good friends that are coaches on my team that have been involved with all the products and things like that that we use and the tools that we use, and that has helped them a lot. It comes to mind Kelly Brown. She has suffered from the fibromyalgia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not really good with pronunciation, especially with these braces. But I actually have also a friend that I've been helping over the last year, and she just has a daily suffering from that, and is causing a lot of other issues. And we started with the PiYo program for her, because it's kind of like a Pilates and yoga combined together. It can kind of, have a little bit more upbeat cardio, but there's always modifiers, and you can completely slow that program down. And it had helped her so much with her discomfort, the pain that she was having in her body, and just being able, to exercise. They say that, you need to exercise, and do yoga is actually a huge thing to be able to help with that. But then, when you're having an issue to where if you exercise or push yourself too much, or maybe your heart rate goes up, or, you work yourself a little bit too much, then your other illnesses start to flare up. And I understand that because of helping her as much as I have over the last year. So what I think is that we should, I can definitely help you. I would really love the opportunity to. I think with the tools that we have would be really beneficial to you, because it's not like you just getting a gym membership and getting in some exercise and then trying to figure everything else out at home. The Shakeology that we use to kind of add to our nutrition and help with our nutrition, it is extremely valuable. So they go literally around the world and they find these superfoods, roots and things, food that is grown in different countries, and it is they test the soil, they test, everything, the land, everything about it, to make sure that it's high in quality and there's no, there's nothing wrong with it or anything like that. And then how it's picked, how it's washed, and they grind these foods up so and that way that it doesn't get stripped of its nutrients through other processing machines and things like that, to where they strip the nutrients. So they want to keep it as high as quality as possible, and they create Shakeology. So they put all of these things in here. It is helps with blood sugar. It is glycemic index noted with all that. I can't think of the right word to use, the right term, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. My mom is severely diabetic, and when she started drinking her Shakeology daily, she was able to lower the dosages of her insulin shots, and that she was able to have more energy and felt better, to where she was able to get through her physical therapy sessions a lot better, and her therapist was able to start pushing her a little bit more to help her, because she is definitely not in a good state. So granted, it's not going to cure her, right? So it's not going to cure you, but what it's going to do, it's going to help you so much, and your nutrition is so key to feeling better, especially with the illnesses that you have, like with fibromyalgia. It is huge. As soon as I was helping my friend and we started really using the portion control container system that comes with like your starter pack if you choose to do so. And your Shakeology comes with that as well, and everything, and access to every single fitness program that we have, so that way we can work our way through ones that you're able to do, which is nice because then you don't get bored, and it stays fun, you know. But that way we can, the nutrition part of it, we will so focus on. So then that way you can start, your body can heal, your body can get stronger on the inside. So that way it can handle a lot of those issues, you know, feeling tired and having a hard time, to where I noticed that my friend with that had the same problem, you know, has the same illnesses, when she noticed such a difference that when she ran out of her Shakeology and she couldn't take it for 2 or 3 days, her pain level went up. Her body was so sore and was hurting, to where, you know, it was going backwards. She was going back to the way she used to feel. And she was really fatigued all day long. It was really hard for her to just get moving and just to make it through the day without being in so much discomfort. But that Shakeology, you know, I will absolutely send you like a little short video that with the co-creator kind of talks about how it's made and everything. And then I also have a document that I can shoot over to you so you can take a look at it. Granted, we want to make sure that it's okay with your doctor. We have a vegan style and a regular one. With the fibromyalgia, you know, and the autoimmune deficiencies and things like that, there's some are good better with the regular, and some are better with the vegan Shakeology, because the vegan is made from pea protein and oat protein, and then the regular Shakeology is made from whey protein. And I can give you an ingredient sheet from like the chocolate vegan versus the chocolate regular, and then that way you can literally look at every single ingredient and all the foods that are in it, and show it to your doctor. I would, you know, show it to a doctor and just kind of make sure, because the last thing I want to do is make anything not good for you. You know, I want it to be a really good, healthy step forward. And in our challenge groups, it is purely support and accountability. It's a lot of fun to be surrounded by positive women that are working towards the same goals, which is trying to be healthier so they can live a longer life. Some women are trying to lose a certain amount of pounds. Some women are just at the point where, you know, they just want to tone their bodies. They want to be healthier. We have lots of different types of women and ages of women in our group. So we have some that are in their early 20s that are getting ready to get married, and we have all the way up to grandmas, like in their 60s, and even a couple of couples, husband and wives, that are kind of working on themselves as well together. But I really think that we can customize, and I think that's what's so important, is that making sure that whatever it is that you do, that it's fit to your needs, and that I believe that really health is, sorry about that, that really health is a huge package. You know, it has to do with making sure that you're fueling your body right, so that way it feels good and you have energy and you're feeling better, and then you're able, you know, fitting some exercise in there of what's going to fit right for you, and that you're able to handle, and that you're enjoying, and you can get results from. In addition to, you know, positivity, daily affirmations. You know, there's so many things that we do in my group that we work on our soul and our mind, because when we have those struggling hard days, you know, when we're dealing with negative stuff that gets thrown in our way throughout life on a daily basis, you know, then it's harder to just brush that off and to just, you know, keep a positive mindset. But when you're surrounded by a positive group where you can get in there at any time, you know, because I set it up as secret on Facebook, so the only people that see anything in the group are the members that are in the group. So it's very confidential. And, we share our struggles when we're having hard days. We share our food journals at the end of the day because that keeps us accountable for what we're putting in our bodies. And sometimes we mess up, and we're honest about it. But it's just realizing that every single decision that we make is going to take us closer to our goals or push us further away from them. So when we're constantly surrounded every day by like some motivation, we do fun things, we share family friendly recipes, you can ask questions, we help each other through it all. So I am definitely a true believer in the products. Shakeology literally saved my life. I have low blood sugar, and it definitely made me feel so much better after I started drinking it. By the second, third day, I realized that there were foods and things in this that my body was lacking. And what's kind of sad nowadays, even you can try and eat as healthy as you possibly can from the grocery stores, but from the farm to table, our foods are losing its nutrients to 30 to 40%. And even the potato, any of that, it is not even as high in nutrients as it was decades ago. So it's just how things are grown, the way that our ground and our soil are being cared for anymore. Even when you buy organic, it's still not what we need. And the whole point of why Shakeology was even created was because the creators of it, Darren O'Lean, knew that we lack so much nutrients in our foods that we buy from the grocery store, and that it needed to be supplemented. We needed to make sure that we were fueling our bodies so that we can live a healthy and long life, and try and maybe stay away from those diseases and cancers and all these other things that creep up from the things that we end up eating that isn't so good for us sometimes. So anyway, if you want to talk more about it, and I would love to, what I want to find out, I know you said that you wanted to lose about 15 pounds, and you told me your struggles with your illnesses, but what does your nutrition look like? So I'd like to go over that with you if you're still interested in wanting, to start up when you're ready with me, and in the groups. But let's go over, like, what does your daily nutrition look like, in the busy day of Lori. So and then we can kind of work from there. And what's nice is that when you do sign up, if you choose to, you get a starter pack, so you literally get everything that you need. We have lots of meal prepping, real easy tools that we share, things that we do and we post in the group, and that we help each other through. So it can be baby steps, just working as we go. And because of the life change that I have had, I am definitely not going anywhere. I am here to stay. And if you grab my hand and decide to take it, I promise I will not let go. I will be with you every step. I am your coach until you get sick of me. And that's pretty much how that works. All right, so let me know what you think of all this, and I'd like to talk about your nutrition and kind of see where you're at and what your daily nutrition looks like, so we can kind of talk through that. Okay, have a great day.